Halloween Ends is an upcoming American slasher film directed by David Gordon Green and written by Green, Danny McBride, Paul Brad Logan and Chris Bernier. It is a sequel to 2021's Halloween Kills and the 13th installment in the Halloween franchise. The film is set to star Jamie Lee Curtis, James Jude Courtney, Andy Matichak, Will Patton, and Kyle Richards, who are all reprising their roles from previous installments. In June 2018, before the release of Halloween 2018, McBride confirmed that he and Green had intended to pitch two films that would be shot back-to-back, but decided against it, waiting to see the reaction to the first film. In July 2019, the film's title was announced along with Halloween Kills. The film will be produced by Jason Blum by his Blumhouse Productions banner alongside Rough House Productions, Miramax and Trancar International Pictures. Halloween Ends is scheduled to be released on October 14, 2022, by Universal Pictures. Premise: 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills 2021, Laurie is living with her granddaughter Allison after the death of her parents. Laurie has decided to take all the fear and rage she has been holding onto for the last 4 decades and write a memoir which is almost completed. Michael Myers has once again disappeared and hasn't been seen since. This time Laurie has decided to liberate her fear and rage and embrace life with open arms. All is quiet in Haddonfield. But when a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, it ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Laurie to finally confront the evil she couldn't control. Once and for all. Cast: Jamie Lee Curtis is Laurie Strode, a survivor of Michael Myers' 1978 killing spree, suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, alcoholism, and Allison's grandmother. Andy Matichak as Allison Nelson, Laurie's teenage granddaughter, who goes head-to-head with Michael. James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers, the Shape, the masked figure who carried out a horrific massacre on Halloween in 1978, and returns to Haddonfield for another killing spree. Nick Castle also reprises his role as Myers, continuing from 2018's Halloween and Kills. Will Patton as Deputy Frank Hawkins, a sheriff's deputy who arrested Michael following his initial killing spree in 1978. Patton reprises his role from the previous 2 films. Rowan Campbell is Corey Cunningham, the boy accused of murdering a child he babysat, as well as Allison's new boyfriend. Kyle Richards is Lindsay Wallace, one of the children Laurie babysat in 1978, who assists Laurie and Allison in hunting him down. Richards reprises her role from the 1978 original film and Halloween Kills. Additionally, Michael O'Leary is cast as Dr. Mathis, a character briefly mentioned in Halloween Kills, and Omar Dorsey reprises his role as Sheriff Barker, Haddonfield's current sheriff. Production development. In June 2018, Danny McBride confirmed that he and David Gordon Green had originally intended to pitch 2 films that would be shot back-to-back, and then decided against it, waiting to see the reaction to the first film. We were going to shoot 2 of them back-to-back. Then we were like, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This could come out, and everyone could hate us, and we'd never work again. So, let's not have to sit around for a year while we wait for another movie to come out that we know people aren't going to like. So, we were like, let's learn from this, and see what works, and what doesn't, but we definitely have an idea of where we would go with this branch of the story and hopefully we get a chance to do it." In September 2018, producer Jason Blum said that, "We will do a sequel if the movie performs." By October 2018, after the film's opening weekend, McBride confirmed that early development on a sequel had begun. In July 2019, Bloody Disgusting reported that a third film was in development along with the then untitled Halloween Kills, with Green returning as director. The site also claimed that the studio was considering releasing both films in October 2020. Green, McBride and Jeff Bradley had initially planned out a 2-film story arc, but would ultimately opt for a trilogy after realizing they had more material than originally thought. Later that month, Universal Pictures revealed the titles and release dates of the 2 sequels. Halloween Kills, set to be released on October 16, 2020, and Halloween Ends, set to be released on October 15, 2021. Green was officially announced to direct both films and co-write the scripts with McBride. While Jamie Lee Curtis would reprise her role in both films, Scott Teems was confirmed as a co-writer for Halloween Kills, while Paul Brad Logan and Chris Bernier were announced as co-writers of Halloween Ends. Judy Greer and Andy Matichak were confirmed to reprise their roles as Karen and Allison that same month. Blum, Malik Okada, and Bill Block were slated to produce the film while John Carpenter, Curtis, Green, and McBride were attached as executive producers once again. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Universal Pictures moved Halloween Kills to 2021 and Halloween Ends was moved to October 2022. In October 2021, Green revealed that Halloween Ends will take place 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills, and would incorporate elements of the pandemic into the story. In an interview that same month, Curtis claimed the film will be shocking, and will make people very angry. Okada stated the film will be more contained than the previous film, while Green called it a coming-of-age story, promising a more intimate film, in line with Carpenter's Christine. Green also hinted that McBride had requested a cameo in the film, potentially as a character who fights Myers. Pre-production. In December 2021, it was revealed that Kyle Richards would be reprising her role for the film. Initially, the character was not expected to return for the film, but following the positive reception to Richards' performance, the script was rewritten to give her an expanded role. The following month, Michael O'Leary joined the cast. Rowan Campbell was cast under the radar, with his addition being revealed on social media. A casting call occurred for extras in late January and February 2022 in numerous southeast Georgia towns. Filming. It was originally planned to film Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends back-to-back, but did not occur due to the intense schedule. In March 2020, Blum confirmed filming would take place during the summer. Filming was quietly delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Production was expected to take place in 2021 in Wilmington, North Carolina. In August 2021, Courtney confirmed that filming will begin on January 10, 2022. However, filming officially began on January 19, 2022, in Savannah, Georgia under the working title Cave Dweller. Michael Simmons once again served as director of photography. Curtis began filming her scenes on January 25 and wrapped on February 22. Additional scenes were shot in Sylvania, Georgia. Filming concluded on March 9, 2022. In June 2022, 2 weeks of reshoots were reported to take place in Savannah. However, These reshoots only lasted 4 days and were completed that same month. Post-production. In June 2022, Blum confirmed that the film had test screened internally the month prior and that it would be the last Halloween film from the studio. That same month, Castle reaffirmed that he will appear in the film in a small role. The following month, Carpenter described the film as a departure from the previous entries in Green's trilogy. Marketing. As hinted by Jamie Lee Curtis on Twitter, the first teaser trailer will be released on July 20, 2022, although, due to leaks, during the evening of July 19, 2022, the teaser was officially released by Universal. Release. Halloween Ends is set to release on October 14, 2022. It was initially set to release on October 15, 2021, before being delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. On future possible entries of the franchise, Carpenter joked, "Let me explain the movie business to you. If you take a $sign and attach it to anything, there will be somebody who wants to do a sequel. It will live. If the $sign is not big enough, no matter what, it will not live." Although he acknowledged that Green was adamant in Ends being their story's ending, Blum reiterated that while it would not be the final film in the franchise, it will be the last Halloween movie under Blumhouse, with the rights of the film series reverting to Okada following the release of Ends. References. External links. Official website. Halloween Ends at IMDb. Halloween Ends at Rotten Tomatoes.